So I'm continuing part 3. Here's another part. So application. So we have the Chiefs. They followed up the Gardner Minshew that Kansas City Chiefs. They tried to, but Gardner Minshew injured the game, and they had to bring in their third string. And Tennessee Titans 26-9. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So Chris Ladicon, 11 for 1,600 yards. Kimura 21-8. 22 yards, 2 touchdowns. They Pacheco 8 carries, 8 runs, 3 for it. They Pollard 2 runs, 2 yards. They Ridley 2 catches, 4 yards. And then 3 for 58. Then he took 4 sacks for Minshew third. Got injured early and 2 for 15 yards. And then Minshew second, 1 for 8. 2 for 7 for Ladicon. Graham Hunt 2 for 2. Ridley with a catch. Pacheco 6 for 1. Around 2 for 8. Just 1 for 12. Just 7 for 6. Smith 1 for 4. Kilmore took 2 sacks. They Pollard 21 for 2 yards. Judges Pierce 13 for 52 touchdown. Kilmore 4 for 9 touchdown. Just not 1 for 1. And Longs 1 for none. Then Judges Pierce 5 for 53. Chris Okonkwo 6 for 44 touchdown. And C-Dake 3 for 40 touchdown. He jumps 2 for 24. 2 for 9. And 8 touchdowns. And then Dream Hunt rushing off for 2 yards, and then tackled by Simmons at the end zone. There's Booker 50 for a field goal. Came word pitch by Okonkwo for 6 yards. There's Booker 40 for a field goal. They got 9-6. And came word pass to C-Dake for a yard. And then touchdown 16-6. And then here's Booker straight to field goal. And I'm still in 7 points. So in the fourth, just for rushes and for it, and there was still 14. So not in some position to have a comeback or make close. And Joyce like 20 field goal, and that was good. And then we're with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they won 34-20 over the Denver Broncos. I wish this was a featured single window game on Fox. If you didn't, I wish this was. I mean, I know some teams if you played in a late window on CBS, you had an early window game on Fox. Yeah, but it should have been Tampa Bay, Carolina, unless you were in like an AFC territory area. Like Pittsburgh, maybe, or Houston. Maybe then you've seen that AFC, but otherwise, if you were in the Detroit area, or you were in, most of the country, you've seen that either a late window game or a Sunday afternoon, Sunday game. Maybe some areas didn't because they were AFC areas, but majority of it did. I'm wishing this was Jacksonville. This was the feature game because people may miss out on a good game. Jacksonville 34-20 over the Denver Broncos. And Jacksonville on 34-20. John Sway 30-36 returns yards, 3 touchdowns. Next Sway 47 50 yards, a touchdown and interception. Jesse Jane Jr. 16 carries, 50 yards, 50 yards. Jeremy 7 runs for 50 yards, a touchdown. B.J. Washington 6 for Fritz. Carson 6 catches, 71 yards. Then Jordan Sofa 6, but Jordan also had 6 runs for 20 yards. Allen 4 for 10, 2 yards, 1 for 1. B.J. Washington, I said 2 yards for 55. Jordan to have a rushing touchdown for 45. East Range for a further touchdown. Brian Thomas Jr. 2 for 18. Dustin Drew 4 16. And Patrick 1 for 5. And then McLaughlin 5-37. Next 4 for 11. Emma Jr. 1 for 3. Rajabi 4 for 7. Franklin 4 for 66. Bryant 5 for 42. And Ingram 2 for 36. And Jr. 2 for 26. Truman 2 for 14. Humphrey 1 for 9. And Batty 1 for 2. And then this one, Jordan Special with the Washington for 2 yards. And a little extra play was good. And the Monix pass to Cornerstone for 10 yards. And the touchdown was 7-0. Willets with a 54 field goal. And Jordan to a pass to B Strange for 4 yards. The extra point was good. Campbell 40 field goal in the half. And RJ Hurst in the third quarter to make it. So let's 30 yards and touchdown. Let's 6 points good. And Shorts Rush ran 4 yard touchdown. Then pass to Jarvis CT Jr. for 10 yards. Campbell extra point was good. And 31-17. Campbell with a 26 field goal. And a lot sooner field goal to make it 34-20. It was a good solid game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Comeback win. I mean, it was a comeback, but in the Denver tried to make a comeback, but Jacksonville just took it away from them in the fourth. It was a good, solid game. Then two teams that were out of playoff position, the Atlanta Falcons, they defeated the Arizona Cardinals 26-19. Kirk Cousins had 20 came in. He's been playing for the injured Michael Penix Jr. 21-35, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, reception. You know, he hasn't played in a lot, but he's proven why that he's still a good starter in the NFL, you know. And then Jacoby Brissett, 68-3, 203 yards, a touchdown, reception. Tyler Algier, 16 runs and yards. Erling runs, 60 yards. John Ransom, 7 catches, 8 yards, a touchdown. Higgins, 7 for 81. And then he took a sack, but Robinson, 16-76. And then Kirk Cousins, 5 runs for 3 yards, -3 yards, 0 loss, and a touchdown. And then Kyle Pitts, 7 for 56, 7 catches, 8 yards. Trickling 3 catches, 20 yards. And only 2 catches, 24 yards. 1 catch yards, and then Tyler Jarrett he lost 6 yards on that catch. Jacoby Brissett took 2 sacks. Kinker had 6 for 32. Emmanuel Demercado had 5 for 3. Jacoby Brissett 1 for 5. And then Wilson 2 for 52. Shane McBride 4 for 27. Weaver 2 for 19. Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. was 1 for 14. And then you had C. Round 5 for 20 yards, Deerfield, Jacoby Brissett. And then they said it was incomplete pass, but they reviewed it, and Wilson made a 30-yard touchdown catch. This Jacoby Brissett, they were an incomplete catch, and it was deep in the end zone. They thought it was out of bounds, most of the men. And he was not, and Wilson was out of bounds. And then that was up to nothing really. Sagan goes for an 8-yard field goal, make it 10-3. Then Ryler for 51-yard field goal, make it 13-3. And Kirk Cousins beat Jarvis for chance to make it 13-10. Sagan's goal 6 was good. Then by fair field goal, make it 16-10. Cardinals. Kirk Cousins took out puts for fair to make a touchdown. And Sagan's goal 6 was not good. And then he had a 4-yard field goal in the third quarter. In the fourth, we had Kirk Cousins 1-yard touchdown rush. And Sagan's goal 6 was good. And then Ryland for 34-yard field goal was good. I made it 26-19. Fumble on the Falcons inside fumble as well. And both the teams had interception. So that's the game. So Kirk Cousins. So that's your game right there. And that one. That is your game. So then you have 3 more games to talk about. The Raiders and the Texans, the Steelers and the Lions, the Patriots, Ravens, and the 49ers, Colts. I'll talk about them tomorrow in another part. So